Do you know that Vatican II had something to say about priestly formation and training? I'm Father Kurt Perera, the Vocations Director for the Diocese of Phoenix, and I'm here to tell you about it. The Vatican II document, Optatam Totius, begins by highlighting the extreme importance of priestly training and lays out certain basic principles that are foundational to priestly training and formation. It talks about how the duty of fostering vocations belongs to all of us. Seminaries should form men for priestly formation after the model of the true shepherd of souls, Jesus Christ, through meditation on God's word, prayer, participation in the sacraments, especially of the Eucharist, and pastoral care to the poor, the sick, and unbelievers. Special love and veneration should be given to our Blessed Mother Mary. Seminary life must also be places where piety and silence are fostered, as well as a place where more intense introduction into the spiritual life is given. Seminary administrators and teachers must be carefully prepared in sound doctrine, suitable pastoral experience, and special spiritual and pedagogical training. Proper inquiry should be made into men discerning the priesthood, such as of their intentions, freedom of choice, their spirituality, moral and intellectual character, appropriate physical and mental health, and all of these have been examined before entrance into the seminary. Therefore, the use of psychology can be observed and properly complement religious formation and education. Men of priesthood should be formed to embrace the Lord with an undivided love, especially in the gift of chastity. They are to be warned of the dangers that threaten chastity, especially in present-day society, and they must integrate their renunciation of marriage in a way that, far from experiencing harm, they will rather acquire a deeper mastery of soul and body and a fuller maturity, and more perfectly receive the blessedness spoken of in the Gospel. The document also speaks about what should be studied in seminaries, noting the importance of knowledge of ecclesiastical and biblical languages, such as Latin and Greek, along with philosophy, writings of the Church Fathers, the liturgy, ecumenical and interreligious dialogue, and pastoral training. The document begins by making a bold claim. The desired renewal of the whole Church depends to a great extent on the ministry of the priests. Renewal in the Church begins and ends in Jesus Christ. Priests are called to facilitate this encounter with Christ through the sacraments, through their own personal witness and works of charity. If we don't form priests well, so that they show the face of Christ and recognize the face of Christ in others, renewal will be fruitless. Holy priests help foster holy laity and vice versa. Therefore, careful attention should be paid in how we foster vocations and how we train those who are hearing God's call to serve Him as future priests in the Church. Optatam Totius states that the duty of fostering vocations pertains to the whole Christian community. Therefore, it's not just the job of the bishop, the priest, or religious to gain more priests. Instead, it says the principal contributors to priestly formations and priestly vocations are the families, animated by the spirit of faith and love and by the sense of duty, becoming a kind of initial seminary and parishes in whose rich life the young people take part. And while priests and bishops are called to further vocations by their own humble and joyful witness, this document emphasizes the part we all play in fostering vocations in our families, making it a place where all the members learn about God, the basic prayers, His love, and living out a life of charity. We can live this document out by supporting the efforts of the diocese of the local bishop in making seminaries a place where men are formed in holiness, a life of prayer and charitable service. This document also encourages the fostering of vocations to the priesthood by dedicating more time for urgent prayer, Christian penance, and more intensive training of the faithful by preaching, by catechetical instructions, and use of social media to show for the need and the nature and the importance of priestly vocations. To read the full document Optatam Totius, click on the link in the copy below.